Hello student, today I will teach you the second topic of your first chapter, that is types of computer. Okay, now understand it. Modern computers can be classified into four main categories on the basis of their size and speed. That means on the behalf of size and speed, computers can be classified into main four categories. Okay, the first category is microcomputer. Microcomputers are small computers that have a microprocessor as their CPU. Okay, means in their CPU it have a microprocessor. Okay, these computers are also known as personal computer. Why? Because single person can use this computer at a time. That's why it is called personal computer. Now the example of these computers are your desktop, your laptop, tablets, handheld computer, etc. Okay, that's why it is called personal computer, because the desktop or laptop used by you or your family members or single person at a single time. Okay, got it? Now second category is mainframe computers. Okay, mainframe computers are huge in a size and can occupy the whole room, means it can cover the whole room. Okay, or entire floor of your room. Second point is a mainframe computers can used by many users, means the mainframe computer allows many users to work on a same time. Okay, in microcomputer only one user can do work, but here in mainframe computer many users can do a work, okay, at same time. How? Through the terminals. Users connect to it through terminals. What is terminal? A terminal is a device that has a keyboard and a screen integrated together. Okay, so from terminal each user can operate the mainframe computers through the keyboards. Okay, the users can give the inputs and get outputs on their screen. Is that clear? Okay, so if you have any confusion, you can ask the questions related to these topics. You can leave your message in a WhatsApp group, then I will clear your doubts. Now come to the third point, mini computers. That is the third category. Mini computers came into the existence in 1960 as cost-effective alternative to mainframe computers. As cost-effective alternative to mainframe computers means mini computers can be used in the place of mainframe computer. Okay, suppose that if you want to go Golghar in your city, so in the place of car, what is good to purchase? Bike, because bike is a cost effective. Okay, so you can use a bike in the place of car. Okay, same here, for that type of work you can use a mini computer in the place of mainframe computer. Why? Because it is a cost effective, because the cost is lower, price is low than mainframe computer. Okay, the mini computers were less powerful than mainframe computer, but it also allows the multiple users to do a work at a single time. That's why we can use a mini computer in the place of mainframe computer. Okay, but this time it is less important. Why? Because it is replaced by microcomputer. Why? Because microcomputer growing up, okay, and becomes more popular. Okay, it becomes more powerful, that's why it's become more popular. That's why it replaced the mini computer. In the place of mini computer, in this time we can use a microcomputer also. Okay, now come to the fourth point, the fourth categories and the last categories of the computers, supercomputers. Supercomputers are the most powerful types of computers. Okay, a supercomputer uses multiple CPUs to work on a problem using the concept of parallel processing. Look here, microcomputer use a single computer and supercomputer use multiple CPU. Definitely supercomputer will do a work more fast and become more powerful in comparison to the microcomputers and other computers, because here multiple CPUs are used to work on a problem. Okay, using the concept of parallel processing means parallel processing is the simultaneous use of multiple CPU to execute the problem. Simultaneous means all CPUs is working together on a same problem. For example, if a single boy, a single person, a single student do a work, okay, and complete that work in 10 days, but same work done by 10 students or 10 men, then they definitely they will complete that work in a one day. If one students can do that work in 10 days, then definitely 10 students can do same work in a one day. Okay, so you can understand with the help of this example what is the mean of parallel processing. About it is the mean of simultaneous use of the multiple CPUs to execute the program. So here multiple CPUs do a single work, okay, simultaneously. Clear? That's why supercomputers are the most powerful types of computer. Okay, supercomputers are used in a highly calculation intensive task such as weather forecasting, climate research. Okay, so this type of work has done by supercomputers. This type of work, if you want to do highly calculation intensive task, or if you want to calculate the weather forecasting or climate, so you can do this type of work with the help of supercomputers. Okay, satellites are also managed by this type of computers, supercomputers. The examples of supercomputers are Cray First, Deep Blue and Padam Yuva Second are the examples of supercomputers. Okay students, so next topic I will teach you in the next video, in next turn, okay, in next Friday. Is that clear? So if in the case of any doubt, you can ask to me through the WhatsApp group. Okay, have a good day.